It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Brasserie, the Abbaye des Rocs, and it's a bottle of their Brune or Brown. It's 9% ABV, look at that. I like the label. It's got all of the kind of Abbey arches and stone walls in the picture, but somehow it's got a lovely funkiness to the label. It really does rock. Right, let's get this beer out into a glass, see what we get. First of all, let me show you the bottle label. The bottle cap even. There's the bottle cap. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Woo! Loads of smoke on the opening. I really didn't want to lose too much of that beer at 9% ABV. This is my nightly medicine, you know, my sleeping tablet. Wow. Whoa, 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 look at that. Now then. I always find with German and Belgian beers, they like you to add the yeast. But that's the most peculiar looking yeast in a beer that I have ever seen. And I just, well, look at that. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to review it. But please put your comments in the comments box. Have you seen a beer that looks like that? That amount of yeast in a beer. Is it infected in some way? Has it kind of got some kind of weird gangrene thing going on? Look. And I do apologise if I'm showing you this label. What am I talking about? I do apologise if I'm showing you this beer a little bit, it's a little bit prolonged, but there's a pattern emerging. Look at the yeast dropping to the bottom. It's almost like it's going up for some air, it's grabbing some air, and then it's collapsing on itself and falling down to the bottom of the glass. You can see it there. Let's get the aroma on this rather strange looking beer. What it makes up on over that appearance is the aroma. The aroma to this beer is truly magical. Loads and loads of that Belgian triple Belgian candy, sweet, very kind of candied fruit, candied sugar aroma. It just smells wonderful. And you do, and you will at 9% ABV, you get a little alcohol kick that just reaffirms that quality because it's meant to be there. 9%. It's not a beer that you're going to chug away and drink at quickly. Moment of truth. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, blimey, that is fantastic. Even the look, I mean, that beer looks like it's got smallpox or something. It really looks like it's got some kind of weird disease. But it tastes wonderful. It's big, it's bold, it's sweet, it's spirity. It's nicely carbonated. It's definitely somehow brown. You know, I was saying it's a brown ale, a Brune. It somehow tastes like something that is brown. If you could taste brown, it would taste like this. You know, it's malty, it's bready, it's biscuity, it's alcoholic, it's a little bit of caramel going on. That carbonation on the tongue really does lift the beer. It makes the beer shine. Candied sugar galore. It's not overly sweet. There's an element of bitterness on the back end, but this beer is not about the bitterness. This beer is all about the everything else. The yeast, the malt, the water. And to a certain degree, the malt and the hops and the yeast and the water. Right. Not a word of English. Oh, there we are. Natural beer with yeast, pure malt and hop. 9% ABV. That's Abbaye the Rocs Brune, 9% ABV. Wonderful, wonderful beer. Triple fermentation. Triple fermented. Triple fermented. Rating. Let's rate it. I am going to take a mark off, even though the beer tastes absolutely wonderful. I will mark down the appearance. I'm going to have to mark down the appearance because, just say you've got a friend, you've taken 6 months to get him into craft beer. He finally gets it. He finally understands it. He finally starts to buy his own beer. You let go of his hand and you let him off like you would your teenage son, off into the beer world, and off he goes and he tries a few beers, and then the next week he goes and buys a bottle of this and he pours it out, and he spent £4 or £5 on a bottle, and he pours it out and it scares him. You know, he's still a little bit unsure, he's still serving his apprenticeship to a certain extent, and he pours the beer away because of the appearance. Then that would be a great shame, because it's a great beer. Myself, the taste is wonderful, and I will maintain that I don't really mind the yeast myself, although it does look a little bit scary. Yeah, I'll take a mark off for the yeast. It's just a little bit too much, you know, and it would scare some people off. So, rating for the beer, I would have given it a 10 out of 10. I think it was good enough for a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing experience. It is an amazing experience. I'm gonna go away, sit down and enjoy it. But I'm gonna take a mark off for the yeast, so 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.